All right, so we out here near Sandy Springs Martyr, and I have bumped into an individual that is standing right on the corner. As you can see his sign here, he says, "I love you, justice for Breonna Taylor, I hear you," and then he has the "I can't breathe" on his mask. All right, so he's out here. I don't know what's inspiring you to come out here. Can you please just tell us why you're here right now?
Yeah, I mean, I know Breonna Taylor's birthday is tomorrow. She's supposed to turn 27. I'm really just out here to bring awareness. I honestly didn't have much money to go into Atlanta. I couldn't ride MARTA, so I'm just trying to do what I can, and this is what I felt I could do. I live close to here, so I could walk over here, and I felt this is a area that I could show the most people, and just bring awareness to the whole situation, and really try and get justice for not just Breonna Taylor, but everybody else who names we don't know, who's been murdered, who haven't been on camera as well.
Do you think that you'll get a good reception from the people in this neighborhood in regards to what's going on in the, people who are the victims of police brutality?
I've gotten a decent, acceptance over here. I've gotten a lot of honks, but I mean, I felt like this area is a predominantly, white area in my opinion, especially right over here. And so I think we're the people who need to speak up, right now, because nothing's going to change unless those who aren't, outraged or just as outraged as the people who are being affected by everything right now. And I'm just really out here to show my support for you guys and for everybody who has been affected by police brutality as well.
I appreciate that. So next Tuesday is actually voting, right, for Fulton County, Cobb County, other counties. So what do you think? Do you think that that would be an effective approach as well to resolve the injustice that's being faced in our communities?
Yeah, everybody needs to get out and vote. We need new legislation that changes the protection on police right now. We need to hold them just as accountable as they hold people who murder as well. And so when the people who are protecting us aren't held accountable or face the same consequences as those they're trying to protect, then nothing's going to change. So they need to be held at a higher standard. Doctors, one malpractice suit, and they're out of the game almost. Cops, they can have 80, police brutality things against them. They can have a bunch of different just stuff that happens, and nothing affects them. So we need that to change as well.
Yeah, and we know that this is an injustice that a lot of races experience as well. But from your opinion, why do you think is a heavy concentration towards the African American community as it pertains to police brutality and oppression?
Going back to history, if we want to do a history, like back in 14-something, when the Roman Catholic Church split up the Western and Eastern hemispheres and gave it to Portugal and Spain, and they allowed them to start going to Africa. The first slave ship happened in like 1456, or it was somewhere in the 1400s, and they gave permission for them to start raping and taking land from people, and it started from there. And since then, it's just been getting worse and worse, and it needs to change, and we need equality for black people as well. It's not Black Lives Matter right now.
Correct. So then my last question I'm going to ask you is, so with that being said, what inspires you to pick up this mantle and actually display this on behalf of our community, right? What's inspiring you to do that? If you can give us a sentence, maybe a statement, because to me, when I see other races that do something like this, I give you guys a lot of credit, because you could be doing anything else. You could be ignoring the situation. You could be going about your daily life. What's inspiring you to actually come out here and do this personally?
I know the privilege that I have. I know that if I get pulled over by the police and I see the blue lights in the back of my mirror, that I'm going to be safe normally. And I, understand that I have a lot of friends that if that happens to them, that they feel that might be the last time that they have stepped out of the house that day. And it breaks my heart, and I can't stand for something like that. And I want people to be able to, feel and safe, really, and be able to have that equality for all. Have the opportunities that I've been given as well throughout life that maybe that you guys haven't been given.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. That's really genuine and sincere. And nobody has put you up to this. No group, no organization. You're coming out by yourself, and you're displaying that we will not settle for injustice. And injustice for one is injustice for all, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, so I appreciate that. So you saying you're trying to get downtown?
I was, but I there's a lot of stuff going on downtown as well.
Yeah, you got to be careful.
Well, not just that, but there's a lot of people there as well. And I was there on Friday.
When it was really bad, right?
Yeah. So I was right there when the police just started pepper spraying people
wow.
for no reason. And so I felt like I have to do something, and this is, these are the resources I have right now, so I'm doing what I can with the resources that I have.
So I would like to make a donation to you. Is that okay?
Yeah.
If you have Cash App, I'll make a donation to you. But what I would say is, what I do like is, even though if you can't be downtown, I think even these communities need to see this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because if we keep concentrating downtown, then people in these areas may not even care unless they see something like this, and it'll remind them, like, oh, well, you know what? Even though we're not downtown, we can still patronize justice for the community out here.
Yeah,
so I appreciate
I'm not really looking for donations at all. Like,
No, that's okay.
Really...
I want to give it to you so you have more resources to do this even more.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah, I mean, if you feel comfortable doing that,
Yes.
something you want to do, I really don't want to, like, pressure or anything.
No.
Like, that's not what I'm here for.
Yeah, you didn't ask me for it. I'm just giving it to you wholeheartedly because I like your sincere approach, and I think that we need to equip more people on the front lines who are doing this work and remove any hindrances so they can get the message out further.
Yeah.
All right. So thank you so much. Don't give me your real name, right? I'm going to keep you anonymous.
Thank
Do
you.
you have an anonymous name or a title that we can call you by so when people see this online, it goes viral? Because you're getting the message out, right? So
Yeah, I mean, I don't have anything, really. I'm just some guy that wants to change something.
some guy for change.
Yeah, some guy for change.
There we go.
Some guy for change.
All right. I appreciate that. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this off. And thank you so much for your time and answering these questions.
Yeah.